threw up. Geez, Siri. I do have something that Amber threw up in the chat that I'm going to read off as well, because it was so fortuitous that she threw this up in the chat when I had this. Like, I had my notes all written out and what I wanted to read out of here highlighted. And then she threw that up in the chat, her little inspirational thing that she does in the morning. And I was like, how's she reading my mind? Like, that was awesome. So I am going to read something that Amber wrote too, but just because it pertains to everything. So I called this the pace of grace because, for those of you who don't know me, I have been with Lavelle for just over a year. I think I was just doing the thing for the first few months. I don't think I got like serious about it until 4 or 5 months in, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like a fish out of water. Like, I was just going through what everybody was telling me I should be going through until I figured it out on my own a little bit. So I finally got serious about it 4 or 5 months in, and I'm still here. And I'm going to keep being here because I've seen what this business can do for people. And I've seen how it changes lives, even just the littlest thing. And I've seen how the growth has personally changed my life. So your girl ain't going nowhere. I'm going to stay here. I'm in it for the long haul. This is not a side gig for me. And I told Junior this yesterday because I had one of those, it's not happening for me yet moments, and I looked at him, I was like, this ain't a side gig. I was like, this ain't a phase. This ain't something I'm just doing to keep my mind occupied. Like, I'm trying to build something better for our family. And he said, I know, you got this. And I said, all right, I'm just letting you know that, that's what I'm doing here. And just so we're on the same page. So I ain't got him thriving yet. I'm working on it. He is stubborn. But so something that Stephen Furtick had posted also pertains to this, but it's called the pace of grace because we need to learn to appreciate where we're at. If we don't appreciate where we're at and we stay stuck where we were, we're never going to grow into that next level that we need to be for ourselves, for our businesses. And something Stephen Furtick had posted, don't judge the journey before it's over. See what the end will be if there is one. If you trust God's promise, you have to trust his path. It might be winding. It might be confusing. It might not always feel good, but he is the God of the detour, and you can trust where he is leading you. I can't talk right now. And then Amber had posted, it was about rounding up July. She said, release the stress over everything that you're trying to figure out. Release the doubt, release the worry, release the fear. Stop stressing over the next rank and start paying attention to the woman you are becoming along the way, or the woman you are about to become as you are embracing a new beginning here in this business. Trust that you are right where you need to be, that you are divinely driven to this tribe, and at this very moment, you have what you need and you were created for this. Over the last few years in this business, one affirmation she posted that has saved her is, I release the stress over how and the when, and I trust that my blessings are coming. If you focus on the how and the when is it going to happen for me? It's not happened for me yet. That's where you're going to stay. And you're not going to be doing the things that you need to do that you're enjoying doing in this business because you were having fun, you were sharing things, and you were growing a little bit, and then you're realizing it's not happening on your timeline, but it's not about your timeline. It's God's timeline. It's God's timeline, and he's already prepared your blessings for you. He's just preparing you now for your blessings. And I talked about this in my live today, how I feel like my entire life was a storm that God was just preparing me for where I am today so that I could handle where I am today and the struggles that we're going through as a family and the things that we're dealing with the church and everything. And I had to go through everything that I went through, how I went through it to get to where I am today. But you have to make that decision to either stay stuck in that it's not happening for me yet, or you have to get up and you have to, sorry guys, or you have to just be like, okay, this is what I need to do. And I've been reading the 10 times rule, 10X rule, whatever you want to call it. And if you have not read that book, you have got to read this book. This book is life right now. Holy crap. And that's where some of the inspiration had come from. But it started with that I'm not where I want to be in my business yet. I'm not where I want to be in my life yet. I'm not where I want to be at whatever yet. But I'm not there because of me, not because of a leader, not because of a side sister, not because of my kids. I'm not where I want to be yet because of me. And I'm going to explain that for a second. So you have to appreciate the journey, being grateful for where you are because of how far you've come. And you're feeling stuck where you're at, but you don't realize how far you've already come. You have already come so far. You have already overcome addictions. You have already overcome eating disorders. You have already overcome divorce. You have already overcome depression. You have already overcome all of the things, right? You have already come so far. So you need to appreciate where you are because you're growing into that next level that's going to require the next level you. And I highlighted just a couple quick things in this book just because, holy crap, you must set targets that are 10 times what you think you want, and then do 10 times what you think it will take to accomplish those targets. Massive thoughts must be followed by massive actions. 10x people never approach a target aiming to achieve just that goal. Instead, they're looking to dominate the entire sector and will take unreasonable action in order to do so. If you start any task with a mind toward limiting the potential outcome, you will limit the actions necessary to accomplish that very goal. When you're planning your month and you put goals down in front of that month, how many samples do you say you're going to sell that month? You say you're going to sell 5? Why not 20? Why only 5? Don't dream small. Don't limit your potential. Don't limit what you're capable of doing. Why not set those goals much higher than you deem worthy from the beginning? If they are going to require work, effort, energy, and persistence, then why not exert 10 times as much of each? What if you're underestimating your capabilities? What if you're underestimating your capabilities? Yeah, we need to stop limiting ourselves. I learned that the hard way. I allowed people who put labels on me and labels I put on myself to limit me from so many things, to the point where I had capped everything, to the point where I'm looking for houses because we are looking for a house to move into eventually. And I have a budget. I have a cap that I'm not going to go over spending, $250,000 on a house. Why? I took that limit off and I found my dream house. I'm not going to tell you how much it is, but I found my dream house. And even if that one's taken, that's what I'm looking for, regardless. And I'm not going to accept anything less than that, because why should I? Why should I accept something less than that? Right? Why should you accept anything less than what you're capable of doing? And then going back over to these notes, I told you, I have that all over the place brain, but you have to dream bigger if you want bigger. But it's going to take work, effort, and faith. And it's going to take appreciating where you are while putting in that 10x to get to where you are purposed to be. And yes, I said faith. There's no room for non-believers in this business. This is a faith business. This is faithing your way through it. This is you showing up every day, having faith that someone's going to get in your inbox. This is you showing up every day, having faith that your story is going to reach somebody and maybe inspire them to do something better for their lives. And success means something different to every single person. What society deems to be successful is not even close to what I see as being successful. Not even close. Their idea of success is fancy houses and fancy cars and 5-car garages and all of the things that are shiny. I don't do that. That's not my vibe. I will have my Audi R8 and I will have my classic Mustang, but those are extra. My idea of success is that better education for my daughter that I'm fighting for. That's success to me. Helping my husband pay off our car, or maybe put that money towards something else. Having that financial breath of fresh air, like, holy crap, my wife's got rent this month. What? Yes, because I never have before. That's success to me. Reading another book, that's success to me. We only do what we think we're capable of doing. Why not, when you're jogging, because I know some of you guys are runners, if you only run a mile, why not run 5? Don't look at me like that, Kelly. You can do it, girl. You can do it. If you do 1, do 2. If you can do 2, do 3. Don't limit yourself. Baby steps, girl. You got this. Why work an 8-hour job not to be noticed when you could be managing or even running the joint? I'm a cashier. I'm happy being a cashier. I don't like my job. My job sucks, but I know I don't want to be a manager. I want more. I want more than just pushing papers. I want more than just making schedules. I want more than just telling, okay, it's your turn to go push carts. I want more than that, right? I want more than that. So that's why I'm still here after over a year, because I want more than that, and I'm going for more than that. Don't settle for a life less than the one you are capable of living, and I want you to write that down. I want you to write that down. I will not settle for less than a life than the one I am capable of living, because you are capable of living so much more than what you're thinking right now. And if you're not happy where you're at in your business, then do 10 times the effort to do it. If you don't get samples out, set that goal for 20 and focus on samples in your stories, samples in your posts, talking about samples when you're talking to people face to face. Like, what's that sticker on your arm? Oh, this is my nutrition patch. Wait, what? Yeah. And I have samples at home if you're interested. It's talking about what you need to focus on. If you're not enrolling customers, guess what you need to be posting about? If you're not enrolling promoters and that's what you want to do, guess what? You have to put in the work and the effort 10x to do that. And you have to keep showing up every day, having that faith that it's going to happen for you, because it's going to happen for you. And you can remain humble. I struggle with this right here because I know that I don't deserve God's gifts, but he's so amazing and he gives them to us anyways, right? So it's okay to remain humble and still dream big. Still dream for those things that you never thought you could have. We did a training a few nights ago, and I forget who it was, but she wanted everybody to stand up. I have no room to stand up here, but I was like all up in it. And then she wanted everybody to say, I always knew I could do it. And I said it, but I didn't know that. I didn't know I could always do it. I never had that belief in myself. I never knew that it was okay to even have that. Like, I never knew what believing in myself was. I never knew what that was. To know, I mean, I said it in a Zoom, everybody's watching, but I didn't know that I could always do it. Joining this leadership, God leading me to this tribe, like Amber said in that statement, was for a reason. So there is that. I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry. So don't settle for a life less than the one you are capable of living. Yes, we fold the clothes. Yes, we wash the dishes. Yes, we take care of the kids. But we are so much more than just that. And you are capable of so much more than just that. Any desirable target or goal will always suggest something you have yet to accomplish. It doesn't matter how much you have already attained. As long as you are alive, you will either live to accomplish your own goals and dreams, or you're going to be used as a resource to accomplish somebody else's. And I'm going to get into exactly what it is we do, because I think sometimes we get stuck in that mindset where I'm not where I want to be at my business. This is starting to get repetitive. This sucks, all of the things. We're not here for us. We're already thriving for free almost every month. We already know the steps. We already know what the nutrition does. We already know what the business can do. We're not here for us. Your neighbor's not thriving. So it doesn't matter if you're a 200K leader or not, and you got nothing left to, no more steps on your mountain. You're 200K leader. Well, I'm 200K leader. There's nothing left to, I got nothing. Your neighbor's not thriving. She's having trouble keeping up with her kids. So you do still have work to do, even though you're a 200K leader, even though you're still a millionaire award recipient, which I see y'all crossing that stage. Let's go. Come on, getting all fancied up. I'm going to be in holy jeans and flip-flops. I'm sorry. But Kelly already knows. I'm going to be a holy jeans and flip-flops or cargos and camos. I don't know. But y'all just heard me though, right? I'm going to be crossing that stage. Might be in flip-flops. They ain't going to get me in nothing fancy. I can't do it. I don't wear dresses to church, y'all. It's not going to happen. But your neighbor's not thriving. So it doesn't matter if you're that millionaire award recipient or not, right? It doesn't matter how much you've already attained. You don't stop. You don't stop until you spread all of the goodness that you can everywhere. We're not here for ourselves. And we're here, we don't win unless we help other people win. We're not here. We don't win unless we help other people win. Like my goal right now is to hit 12K. My luck is it's going to be September 1st because that's my luck. But I ain't going to be mad. I ain't even going to be mad. I'm going to sit in it for 5 minutes and I'm going to be like, are you for real? But I ain't going to be mad because that was my goal, hitting 12K. I'm not running my business for a bonus, right? I'm running my business to run my business. If I hit the bonus, let's go. We're going to party all night. I'm going to get some tequila. But it's about fitting the nutrition that fits them. It's about helping promoters hit their VIPs when we didn't hit ours, right? It's leading yourself so that you can lead your own team. We're always going to be overcomers, but yes, our end goal is to build our own teams with us, not under us, but next to us, right? I know it's like that whole pyramid thing that we got going on now, but we're side sisters. I don't know who thought that up, but that is so freaking brilliant. I love that. We're side sisters. We're uplines, we're downlines. It's amazing. I don't know who thought that up, but that's awesome. But it's helping somebody else hit their VIPs when we didn't hit our VIPs. It's helping other people win when we didn't win. Because that's what's going to help us grow so we can hit that next level us, so that we can hit that next level in our business or in our families or wherever that next level for us is. If we don't hit the next level within ourselves, we're not going to be able to help anybody else hit their next levels. So we need to get past that. I'm not where I want to be at yet, because you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. So yeah, it's great that we want to thrive for free, but we can't do it without helping 2 customers have an auto ship order and helping them thrive for free. We can't thrive for free unless we're helping somebody else thrive for free. And it's great to want to hit those ranks, but we can't do it without, helping other people with their goals. So it's great to want the free vacations. I'm dying to go to Vegas. I've never been. I want to see the fountain. We've never had a honeymoon. It's all the things, but it's great to want that. And I'm running for that, but I can't get that unless I help somebody else go for it too. We're not here for just us. We're capable of so much more. We're capable of making such an impact on so many lives, not just with leadership, but with this nutrition and helping other people feel alive in their lives. Thinking that you should be at a certain rank or point in your business by now and realizing that it's more than you thought it would be, when you increase your efforts over your excuses, you'll find that you accomplish more. When you increase your efforts over your excuses, you'll find that you accomplish more. Don't make your goals smaller, make your efforts bigger. So when you're planning out your months when you're planning out your weeks and you're writing down how many samples you want to get out, when you're writing down how many customers you want to enroll, when you're writing down how many promoters you want to enroll, when you're writing down how many promoters you want to help get VIP, double it, but double your efforts to get it too. It's trying all the ways that don't work until you find that one way that does. And when you do, you are going to just fly. You're going to fly. It's going to happen, but you have to appreciate where you are first.
I love that, Karen. Thank you. I feel like, I'll be honest with you, I was never, like, my entire life until I came into this business, I was never taught to believe in something I had not accomplished yet. I was taught you work hard and you get it or you don't. You're either first place or you're not on the mat, right? And it wasn't until I stepped into this business that I locked arms with people like Katie and people like Em, who inspired me to be better and inspired me to believe in more, to believe in a higher power, to believe in God again, to believe that I'm capable of achieving things that I don't even understand yet. But that's probably the hardest part, especially when you have moments where maybe you don't earn your products for free, or maybe you have a $0 paycheck, or maybe you haven't had anybody in your inbox in a month or 2 months or 6 months, right? It's really hard to have that belief in those periods, but I will tell you that that is the number one thing you absolutely need. Your work ethic could be great, but if your belief is crap, your work ethic, it doesn't matter. You can work yourself into the ground, but if you never believe you're going to get there, you're never going to get there. And in the book, Extreme Ownership, that I'm reading, I think it's like chapter 3, was talking about belief. And I'll give you an example. Remember, it's like the U.S. Navy SEALs that are over in Iraq, and they were fighting after 9/11 in Iraq for Iraqi freedom. So you've got like Iraq military, you've got U.S. military, and then you have like these, I don't remember what they called them, insurgents or something like that. Basically like these like super, I don't even know how to explain it, like ruthless people in Iraq who weren't military, but like they had machine guns, they had all the weapons, they had all the tactics, they had the mindset, like, I'm gonna kill people, you know, and do mass destruction. Okay. And so whenever the U.S. Navy SEALs in this chapter, they were told by their commander that they were, instead of just the Navy SEALs and the U.S. military against these insurgents, they were then told that they needed to fight with the Iraq military against these insurgents to be able to, here's a little background. So they said like basically Iraq military, like they were in flip-flops. They were in, like, they didn't have any of the gear that the U.S. military has. They didn't have the training. They didn't have the strength. They didn't have the mental capacity that the U.S. military has. And so when their commander told them that they would have to fight with the Iraqi soldiers, they were like, hell no, right? Like, it's not going to happen. These guys are like swinging guns around, shooting backwards, running blind, like in flip-flops, right? It's not going to happen. But they were so upset whenever they first heard that. They were just like, I don't understand. Like, this is just stupid. We're basically just all going to die, right? Until they understood like the bigger picture, the mission beyond what they could actually see, was that their commander told them, like, listen, you guys, if we can't teach the Iraqi military to control their borders, we will be here forever. Who do you think is going to do it? Right? And then it was like, okay, we have to work with the Iraqi military, because otherwise we may never go home to our babies. We may never go home to our family. And so it's our job that we have this training and we have this ability and we have all these tactics. we have to teach them so that they can control their border. And so it wasn't until they looked at the bigger picture beyond what they were currently sitting in that they understood the mission behind it. And so when you wake up every single day, what's your mission? Right? It's like Megan said on that one training, she was like, this is a mission trip. This is not a field trip. Do you guys remember her saying that? Like, this is not a field trip. Every single day when you wake up, like, what is your bigger mission? Maybe it is a better education for your family. Maybe it is getting off WIC. Maybe it is, you know, getting into a safer home. Maybe it is stacking a savings account. Maybe it is coming home to your babies. What's the bigger picture for you? And I pray that you have that written down on your vision board. And if you think that a vision board is silly, this is your month. This is your month to start taking this business seriously and to start taking yourself serious in more ways than one. In standing tall in what you have, in your belief, in your health, taking your health seriously so that everyone else understands, hey, she does work for a health and wellness company. She's serious about this. She shows up every day and she's relentless in pursuing her goals. And you're not gonna show up every single day and be relentless no matter what life throws at you and tries to knock you down. You're not gonna be resilient. You're not gonna be relentless until you have that bigger picture and you have that belief. So thank you, Karen.
You're welcome. And I just want to add this. I'm not an Olympic watcher. I don't care much for the Olympics. I like the ice skating and, you know, the X Games. That's about it. But something that came to me today also, and maybe it's because the Olympics are going on, but I don't know if it was the 80s or 90s. I'm that old. That gymnast, yeah, who landed her trick or whatever it is that they're called. I don't want to offend them, but how she landed it poised with a broke ankle. Y'all remember that? I forget her name. She's like a little short thing. She was so cute, but she was so super talented. And she trained her whole life to get to the Olympics. And I think she actually got the gold, but she broke her ankle to do it. So what does this mean for you? This is your Olympics. And I saw today while I was at the nail salon, because they had the Olympics going on, gosh, bunch of men playing volleyball. Like, what? That's not an Olympic thing. That's a beach thing. Let's go. Anyways, there's a track star. I forget what country she was running for, but she was running and she tripped and she fell. Yes, but this track star, she tripped and she fell, and then she got first place. Yeah. Like, that's dedication. That's hunger. That's, what does this mean for you? This is your Olympics right here. You made it this far. How much farther are you going to go? Are you going to finish it out? What are you doing? Or are you going to be like that Olympian that trained her whole life, got to the Olympics and quit? My obstacle right now, my speed bump that I've been letting block me is, and I think this happens for a lot of people, it's never happened for me before. I've never known success. I've never known a big bank account. I mean, I got my fancy car, but we're car people, so that's like a whole other thing. We'll live in the car. They can have the townhouse. We'll live in the car. That's fine, whatever. But we don't have that. Like, we always lived paycheck to paycheck. We actually accepted that struggle of being broke every month, of waiting for taxes to do a big clothing haul for the kids. I don't just talk about that in my lives. I lived it, right? So, like, I see all these other people succeeding, and I thought, like, entrepreneur thing, didn't even know what it was. I just thought rich people, it just happened to rich people. I didn't know any of this stuff. Y'all have been feeding me. Y'all creating a monster. I ain't playing. My growth that I've had here has been incredible. Okay. Did not know any of these things. And I've let that obstacle block me from growing in myself. I'm reading the books. I'm doing my IPAs. I'm having conversations, right? Doing all the things. But I'm letting that one thing, that one thought block the bigger picture because it's never happened for me before. I see it happening. I know it's a real thing. I saw the fat guy come down the chimney. I know it's real, right? But it's never happened for me. That one thought, that one little tiny thought can block you from going so far in your life, in your dreams, in your goals, whatever you want to achieve. Well, I have respiratory issues. I can't run. Okay, but I can walk, right? So I need to crush that small thought. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm doing it, right? So that I can grow more, so that I can hit that 12K, because fighting for 12K right now, whether or not I hit it during bonus season, that would be amazing. But watch, I'll hit it September 1st. But yes, I could probably reword it. Yes, I've heard that you can take your negative thoughts and reword them into a positive way. So I can try to do it that way. And then I have a couple family things going on. Not gonna get into it, but I let stuff block me. Like little things, like stuff in life, right? Like I have to work every day next week at the gas station. What? People are not nice at the gas station. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from coming home and throwing down my work. Because I love what I do here and I've seen what this business can do. So those little things that you're letting block you, I don't know who said that, but turn it into an affirmation, flip it. I'm going to try to do that. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys updated, but I'm going to try to flip that. And I'm going to let you guys know. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of you right now. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope this was helpful in some way. No more excuses, more efforts.
Thank you, Karen. Sorry, it's breaking up. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi, but thank you guys. Love ya.